What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Hey, man, I know everybody want to know. Everybody trying to figure out, man, what's going on in Colorado? You got Colorado Nation. Uh, don't want to hear nothing about Prime leaving. You have the NFL teams. They probably saying, well, hey, man, what would he really do with us? Like, how could he, what would he do with our franchise? So, it's so much going on. And you got a lot of people feelings mixed in. People like, well, why won't he just do this? Or why won't he just do that? It ain't as easy as it may sound or may seem. Like, it may seem easy for him just go ahead, sign a contract, call it a day. It may seem easy that. But honestly, what I think nobody ain't even really looking at is, what if they can't come up with a deal that just worked? Coach Prime really could. Now, this just me and y'all talking. This just me and y'all just talking. What if Coach Prime just decide, man, you know what? I ain't even trying to rearrange the contract because what y'all want to extend on it for the amount, it just ain't hitting right. So I just stay with what I got, and then we'll just go through that. Or I might get my coaches some raises, and we'll call it a day. But as far as what y'all got with me, I'm just gonna stay with what I got. Cause that can happen too. Like, man, I'm not gonna sign that. I'm gonna just keep with what I got. It's a lot of scenarios you could look at, because if, and y'all seen the other day when we was talking, and I just looked up the coach who had that money, who had that real big boy money out there. You got two coaches, one Chips. They got big boy money. 13 mil with Kirby. I think he got 2 chips. Dabo with 11 mil. He got 2 chips. And everybody under that do not have a chip. May or may not have conference championships. May or may not have went to the playoffs. So you have a lot going on. And you got to really listen to it. You got to see what's really going on out there, and then just have your own thought process. All right. So you hearing this, and this. Cool. Then you got to, you're going to sit there and try to make a little sense out of it. All right, I'm hearing this, I'm hearing that, I'm hearing this. Okay. You may not be getting everything, because behind the scenes, it's going to be that real action. Hey, uppercut. So, at the end of the day, when you really look at it, does Colorado want to have Deion Sanders there? Easy answer, yes. Easy answer is yes. With the news that they heard in the course of maybe a 2-3 day span. Let me see. Maybe in a 3-day span. Maybe in a 3-day span. Maybe in a 3-day span. You heard the Raiders wanted Coach Prime, and you heard the Cowboys wanted Coach Prime. And then maybe later that day or the second day, maybe that day or the second day, you heard that the Raiders did not, they said, we have no interest in Deion. Now, y'all know, like I know, let's just read the room by everything going on. Read the room. Forget what you heard. Forget what narratives are out there. Read the room. Like, when me and my business partner talk, we read the room. We hear what's being said. And you might personally hear what's being said. You just reading the room. Now, you have seen, you just looking at it in every way possible. You have seen Rick George bend over backwards. Bend over backwards to talk about how much he loved Deion Sanders. But whoever called the rankings, and I don't know if it was Jeremy Bloom brought it to him or whoever brought the initial move, like, hey, we need Prime. Whatever brought that up, right? We need Prime. Now, they went after him. They went after Coach Prime. Now, who else went after Coach Prime? Nebraska went after Coach Prime. Because we're going to run this thing back. We just gonna sit back and let's just view it all. View it all. Nebraska went after Coach Prime. South Florida went after Coach Prime. Now, out of all three locations, which one I really think Coach Prime, this just me. This just me. When you really look at it, South Florida, because we're going to run it back. We going to view this thing from the start to where we at. So, South Florida had an option at Coach Prime. Colorado had an option for him. And Nebraska had an option. So now when we run it back, when he was coming out of Jackson State, South Florida, when they hollered at him, now me, it's just me. When I heard all this talk, I was saying to myself, telling my business partner, like, bro, South Florida? You think he'll go to South Florida and Tampa? Now, I would have loved it personally because I could drive over there. Boy, I would have been over there so much, it would have made no sense. They'd have thought y'all would have really thought I was on the squad, but we'd have been there so much. So, you look at South Florida. South Florida has, we don't have, at University of South Florida, because I went there, so I was on the squad. I seen what we had there. Tampa is a nice spot. You can go anywhere in the world out of Tampa. You can go anywhere out of the world if you slide to Orlando. So we got everything you want in the state of Florida. We got all the dogs you want. Look at the recruiting ground. Recruiting ground. Like South Florida, he could have had every turn, every time you drive your car to go get a recruit, is right there in your face. As soon as you open your door, it's a recruit in your face. Coach, I'm here. That could be a 5-star, 4-star, 3-star. And in Florida, you might as well rank our stars higher. If they're 5, that joker might be a 10-star. Because we balling so hard in Florida. 4 might be an 8. 3 might be a 7. Like, you really ain't going to know because you got to depend on where they at, what schools they at, what's going down. All right, so South Florida, you have, with Coach Prime debating that job, you have South Florida doesn't have an on-field stadium, but that's cool because they was going to get one. Well, he would have got there in 23. So 23, 24. We still don't have one in 25. I think we get it in 26 or 27. So 23, 24. All right, 25. So he's not going to have it in 25. It have took him 5 years to get it. All right, now you got to still throw in the scenario where is it about money that you don't go to South Florida? Or is it your son playing in a Power 4 conference? Because you gotta align everything that's on his plate. You gotta kind of try to look at everything on Prime plate. So you look at all that. South Florida, I just don't believe we had the money at South Florida to bring him in. We would have tried to pull from everywhere, but sometimes you really don't have the money. Like, South Florida, what would have happened in Tampa with Prime? His record the first 2 years at South Florida would have destroyed the record that he got at Colorado. At South Florida, that first year, he probably went in 8, 10, all of them at South Florida. Well, no, they had Bama on there, but they gave Bama a run. They gave Bama a run, y'all. So that 23 season, Prime would have dominated at South Florida. And you know this year he would have dominated at South Florida. So that would have been 2 amazing years for Shador. But how would the NFL people have graded? He's in the group of 5. So you got to kind of look at money and where my son going to be at. All right, cool. So now that brings you to, so South Florida really, they like that. We got probably everything he wanted, but because South Florida give them everything they needed for everything that they want. All right, because you know how the NFL, they going to try to make everything. It's competition. What's not good? Their competition. What's not good? They just ragdoll everybody just like Jackson State. So there, that is not comparable. Not even realizing South Florida, honestly, technically a Power 5 school. Like the AAC is really where big-time coaches go and they get their next jump. All right, so Coach Prime said, dog, South Florida. This me talking. There ain't nobody telling me. It's just reading the room of everything that's going on. South Florida, all right. Oh, y'all got what I know I dominate here. But y'all money slacking. So let's say they couldn't get him no more than, let's say, because Colorado only gave him 5. So we know South Florida could not match 5. So let's say the most they could give him was 2 to 3. They just went cutting it, man. Prime him. Hey, so now you got Nebraska and Colorado. I didn't really too much hear much about what happened with Nebraska, but I would think because Nebraska has more money because they in the Big Ten, so I know they would have been able to offer him probably a lot. I'm assuming because they in the Big Ten. They going to have some money to deal with. You got Indiana dishing out money. So Nebraska got more love and everybody loved Nebraska over Indiana. So, okay. And Nebraska is the only thing popping in Nebraska. Like everybody, they probably eat, sleep, and breathe Nebraska football 365 days a year because that's they don't have no protein. You got to ride somewhere else. So imagine what Coach Prime would have been in Nebraska. Oh, my goodness. Now, you get the different situation. In the Big Ten, he's playing in all these cold areas. All these cold areas. All of them. Maybe your only 2 eye spots is UCLA and USC. Versus you in the Big 12, and you got Orlando, Texas. You got so many schools in Texas you playing. So you like, all right. What the money looking like? We got a real just cold forever, just cold, just every day I wake up, it's cold. Man, I get to chill at the in my state of Texas. I get to get them Texas boys. So when you weigh it out, Colorado, even though Nebraska in the Big Ten, their situation on that recruiting trail is the next best thing if you can't be in the state of Florida. So you in Colorado and you got the Texas that you can work with. Nebraska could dip down in Texas, but Nebraska ain't even playing those schools in Texas. Colorado playing a lot of schools in Texas. So them Texas boys going to want to come. So to me, when you look at everything, who gave you everything you could have out of the options that were available? Now, if Auburn would have really had some sense, he'd probably be at Auburn balling. But I'm just giving y'all all these scenarios so we can get to where we at today. So Auburn fumbled the ball. They millionaires, billionaires. They sick. They sick now because now they look up and say, oh, look at this mess. You got the Cowboys say they want Deion. You got the Raiders saying they want him but don't want him, but they probably want him. And what we got? What we got here? Nothing popping over here. So, bam, Auburn hot. So the best situation was Colorado. All right, now we are here. Is Colorado, with all the money that's coming in, regardless of all that, are they in the same situation as South Florida? And like maybe the max. Because remember when Coach Prime came, everybody's like, well, you're only, they signed him, but they ain't had no money, they say. So what changed in 2 years? Coach Prime, a lot done changed because all that money flowing through. But at the same time, what do they truly have that they could really, like, what is they, without just pulling the pulling everything back, and you see truly what do Colorado have? Like if we could all just look at the numbers and bam, let's say the numbers was only, let's say 7 to 8 million or 7 to 8.5 million. Like that's all they got. Like, Coach, we showing you everything. Like it's no line to it, Coach. We just got 7 mil to 8 mil. It's hard on us, man. And what about the NIL and your coaches? Coaches hard on us, man. We giving all we got to you, Coach. Like, really, we giving all we got to you. Now, does Coach Prime look at that and say, you know what? They truly giving me all they got. Now, it's a difference if you know such and such here, such and such there, such and such there, such and such there. Now, what I mean by such and such, millionaires, billionaires that rock with Colorado. Because at Florida State, you seen when they wanted to get rid of Willie Taggart, they went and got 26 million. I think it was 20 or 26 million and got Willie Taggart up out of there. Kabooyah. They got that boy up out of there. They found that money to get him up out of there. So, does Colorado have something like that? Like, hey, come on now. Y'all saying this all y'all got, but could they really go find something? Do they got them boys that can go get the job done? Now, Florida State and Colorado on different levels. Florida State done won 3. I think Bobby got 2. Jimbo got 1. So 3 chips. 3 chips. While Colorado only got 1. And I seen a clip. I'm telling you now, Coach Prime is a unicorn. So he changes some of how the recruiting go back from when this clip came out. So a clip came out where, what's my boy name? Oh, Mr. Rick George. A clip came out where Mr. Rick George was talking about Colorado. This was like years ago. I'm talking about years ago. Mr. Rick George said, hey, here at Colorado, we really don't have that built-in recruiting in the state. So we always got to travel. We always got to travel. Now, in Florida, built in. Texas, built in. Now, you probably got to drive a little bit more, but it's still built in. Cali, built in. But what was his options? Colorado, Nebraska, and the state of Florida. State of Florida didn't have enough pay, and what would they say about Shador being in the group of 5? So I think all that kind of pushed them out the way. Now you got what's 2 left, Nebraska and Colorado. Dipping in Texas, I think made that better. Like, I'll take that. Go on, Nebraska. Go on. So, all right, bam. You hear Colorado. Colorado must use money to bring in these recruits from everywhere. because they not in your state. So you bringing them from everywhere. So you got to use recruit money. You got all type of money coming out. You got all type of money coming out. You got to fly all over the place in this conference. You got a lot of games in Texas, which ain't hard because they've been a part of Big 12. You had the year before, they was flying in Cali and Oregon. But they still in the center of the United States, so it kind of like they hitting some of everything. All right, flying to Florida. None of it seem that bad, but it's a lot of money given out, right? Now it comes back to, do we have some Willie Taggart type money back there that they don't want to give up? Now, if that's the case, that's a different ball game. Because you're looking like, they done gave this, they done gave that, they done gave this. What's up? Because Colorado facilities, they look nice. Then you see Colorado got that nice big boy Jumbotron they had put up there. Now, they had went without that for a while. Now, I don't know when they got that in the books, but they got it now. Yes, Coach Prime done brought in everything. How can they make it all work with all that we got going on? How can we make it work? So I think when it's all said and done, Colorado just going to have to come out and maybe show their hand. They might not show all their hand, but they going to show a good amount of their hand like, Coach Prime, this where we at. Because y'all got to think, they do not want to lose him. Now, they probably also looking at, they probably trying to do their research too. Okay. Does Dallas really want him? Hey, get in there and do your research. Does Dallas really want him? Okay. What I'm hearing is they like Coach Moore and they like Coach Whitten. I hear those are the two coaches. Now then, this is the scenario you got to play. And you know, Coach Prime said, because we got to figure something out. We love him. We got to have him. You think we need to start looking for somebody? Well, you probably need to anyways, but just, okay, so, all right. Okay, so, would Jerry Jones really take Deion Sanders? They never had a black coach. Jerry never had a black coach. But Deion would change the game. You see what he's doing for us. You see what he did at Jackson State. Jerry sees that. He's a businessman. Coach Moore and Coach Whitten, yeah, they're hiring him and they'll have eyeballs looking at him because they're the Dallas Cowboys. But if they hire Deion, it's going to be a circus out there. So is that a real possibility? Well, just thinking about the circus that we got going, because it's I love the circus out here in Colorado. What they going to get in Dallas is going to be ridiculous. Could that be possible? We don't know. We're assessing that. All right. Now, remember he said the Raiders. Remember the Raiders came out Saturday. What about Raiders? Now, it's Colorado in the back trying to figure out what they got going. Hey, the Raiders. All right, they said they had interest, and then there's no interest. So what that mean? They're probably lying. Could they get Shador? Now, that's the only thing. Could they move up and get Shador? I know the Titans got him, but can they move up, maneuver, and get... Which one could maneuver up and get Shador? That's going to be the real question. Is Las Vegas... Do you think he'll go to one of them? Both of them in domes? Dallas, Raiders, both in domes. You can get the job done at either one of them places. And you tune in to Adam that's talking about the NFL stuff. He said today that they said, yeah, Ben Johnson to the Raiders. He said, make sense of that. That ain't happening with him. They say Ben Johnson ain't going to no Raiders. So I said, ooh, scratch that. So what would the Raiders really want? The Raiders, they hired Antonio Pierce. So would they not hire Deion Sanders? You know they'll hire Deion Sanders. You know the Raiders will hire Deion Sanders. So I don't care what they saying about no interest. They lying. If you will holler at Antonio Pierce and you won't look Deion Sanders' way, please. and you can figure out a way to grab Shador, who has the most legit chance to grab him? Dallas or the Raiders? I'm assuming the Raiders got the most realistic chance. Now, the Dallas got about 10 picks, so they could maneuver something, but the Raiders, right there at number 6. Who need quarterbacks? The Titans, the Giants, the Raiders. So it's number 1, then the Jets before the Raiders. Could the Raiders move above the Giants and really see what Tennessee talking about? What would Tennessee really want? Do they want to start over with a rookie? Or do they want to see what the Raiders talking about? Because they might know the Raiders trying to pull a move that they ready. What if the Raiders behind closed doors and said no interest and they trying to pull all their strings? Because we got to just look at this thing, man. What's really going on? Because there's a lot of scenarios. They're saying whatever they want to say. So could the Raiders do something? Just saying, could the Raiders do something? They need a coach. They had Antonio Pierce, and you're going to say no interest in Deion Sanders, please. Y'all can miss me with that. Who miss me? No, you ain't interested in Deion, please. You see, the owner told Shador at the game, I want you. Now, that could have been actions, and he really want Cam, but I don't feel that. I feel they want Shador. I feel the Raiders want Shador bad. Bro, I want you. Now, you don't think the owner hollering at Prime? Now, y'all just think. Now, y'all don't think the owner hollering at Prime and saying, hey, dog, we going to say no interest. We going to back that up. We going to let whatever y'all got going go on. But we going to try to figure something out, Prime. We going to try to figure something out. So, it's all in what's finna go down. What's really finna go down, y'all? Can Colorado truly muster up whatever it is that's truly needed? Now, in the grand scheme of things, Coach Prime is a unicorn. And when he recruit players, me and my business partner was talking about this today. We begin, guys, and we'll have them come place in, and they'll make it work for us. I don't know what Coach Prime be seeing, but he have it where that thing come work for you. Like, you like, dog, they put together a squad. They put together a real big boy team. All right? Now, it's some of them big boys that everybody want that you need cash. So is NIL gonna be the deciding factor? Can that stop Coach Prime from being everything he want to be at this college level? And we know what he want to be. He want to be a national championship first black head coach, if possible. Do you think we got enough money to make that happen? Because everywhere around the country, the word is you need money. So if you need money, do we got it to run up with an Ohio State, a Texas, a Oregon, a Georgia, a Ole Miss? Do we got that? Do we got that type of money? I don't know. I don't know if they got some big dogs back there who willing to drop that money. Now, think about this. Boulder, the school is built in an area that is high price. Like, you got to be coming with it to even stay around the school. And the area in general. You got the Denver Broncos right up the road. You don't think, if I'm the Denver Broncos, now I know I'm not an owner of an NFL team, but, hey, if I could issue some cash to Colorado to make my situation look better, because, you know, as a businessman, if they flying up to Colorado to see Prime play, they got to go back to Denver to fly out. Well, what if they flying to see Prime, slide back Sunday to see me? I can invest into Prime right now. I can invest into that. So what if the Broncos coach decided, man, hey, bro, let me donate down there. Just while you here. I ain't donating once you gone, but while you here. All right, so you got that. So it's a lot of scenarios, y'all. You got to really look at, like, Don't be fooled by what these teams saying and don't say. I'm hearing people come on saying, Prime ain't going nowhere. I'm hearing people come on and say, Prime could go somewhere. Only he knows what's finna go down, y'all. Only he knows what's finna go down. So, what I'm saying is, when you look at everything going on, and everybody, y'all know, y'all like to say, Coach Prime ain't worrying about money. Coach Prime ain't worrying about money. He may not be, but at this moment in the current situation, what's coming out is where you going to place that dollar amount. So based on all the numbers, you going to have to what? Make him number 2 in the nation? Well, number 3. Third highest paid coach. Like, he going to either be 3rd, 4th, or 5th. You got to make him 3rd, 4th, or 5th. And right now, it's 11 is 2nd place. And 10 meals is maybe 3 or 2 10 meals. So, it's only 3 or 2 10 millions. Can he get placed over that? Now, some 9 millions too. But when you go to the 9 million names, you like, nah, Prime name bigger than that. When you go to the 10 million names, you like, Prime name bigger than that. When you look at the top 2, his name bigger than that. But they got chips. So my thing is, if all this is going on, if it's about NIL money and like you got the NIL money, coaches' money, his money, that's a lot. Can Colorado accommodate that? I don't know, because they ain't never been in a situation where they had a Coach Prime. They ain't never had a Coach Prime. Never. Never. Never, never. So this is a unique situation to them. They trying to figure it out. They do not want to lose their money-making unicorn. They don't want to lose him. They don't. So best believe they trying to do everything they can. They going to figure something out. If they got to call Jeff Bezos, Jeff, we will make, we will give you whatever y'all need to give us some of that Amazon money. Coca-Cola, we'll give y'all anything y'all need. Pepsi. Somebody, they gonna give up some leverage. Hey, you can have all the sweets. Coors Light, you can have all the sweets. They all yours. Like, they gotta figure something out, y'all. They gotta figure something out. I remember when Coach Prime first got the job, I like $5 million, that kind of low. But you could say he had to prove himself. When he came in, stop, give me that. So now we at, now it's time. So, okay, can they find this money? I don't know, y'all. But when Willie Taggart left Florida State, they found a way. Did the Gators? Now the Gators, they got money, but were they really gonna fire Billy Napier? I don't think so. His contract will be. They won't let that boy go. They were gonna let that slide down some. They gotta let that come down because his money was too high. Texas A&M, they found money to fire Jimbo. They say, take the money, boy, go. Take the money and go. So can Colorado do that? Take the money and stay, Prime. They know without a doubt, if you try to guess what coach could come into Colorado and make us stay watching Colorado, you can't tell me not one coach. Only way I would look at Colorado if Coach Prime left, if they happen to call Willie Simmons and bring him in. Because I like watching Willie Simmons as a head coach. I like watching him as a head coach. So, because I'm going to watch him at FAM, I'm going to watch him at FIU. If now they brought him here, I would watch Colorado. That's the only way I'm looking at Colorado. I don't know no coach that will make me want to watch Colorado. So they wearing the odds too. Who do we got? What offensive coordinators out there? What NFL head coach out there? Do we got to call Ray Lewis? Do we got to call Ed Reed? We might have to call one of them. We got to keep this boat rolling. So if I'm them, I got to be looking at somebody that got a name. I need a Ray. I need a Ed. I need something. I need a Jared Rice or Emmett Smith. Who coming in that's going to make this thing pop? Because you ain't going to get that. So I'm like, oh, my goodness. See, they're living up too high. They come down going to hurt. Because, so I'm calling in. If I'm a billionaire or a millionaire, I got other millionaire friends. Hey, I know you do this and that for all these companies. Could you write us a check? We're going to get you some money back. We'll give you free access to Prime and everything, man. Matter of fact, we'll tell Prime he got to give us access to his sons. The Heisman Trophy winner. They got to come back and we'll bring them back. On their bye weeks, they're coming to Colorado. We got to make something happen. So these guys, they are smart. They're going to make something happen. Now, I just don't know what it's going to be. And I know the thing that Colorado got to really look at is, does the Raiders really want him and does Dallas really want him? Them the two options that will have to figure out. They'll have to figure something out, man. So this thing getting real, y'all. Y'all hear all these things coming out. It's getting real. It's getting real. But the crazy thing about it is, and you know Coach Prime would love to coach with his son, my realest option is the Raiders, honestly. Because why? I told my business partner, I said, why the Raiders came out and said, we have no interest. No interest. When the man telling y'all exactly what y'all want to hear, he will coach y'all with his son. What Las Vegas got going on? Other than, even if they add Shador, yeah, that's going to be amazing. And people going to want to come out there and watch. But if you add Deion Sanders to Las Vegas, I think that'll crush what he'll do in Dallas. Las Vegas, boy, them big boy money rolls, man, they going to pay that money out. Boy, so I think everybody's slipping on the Raiders, like real talk. I think they're slipping on the Raiders. I think the Raiders put that no interest out. They just shut that down, but they like, we got plenty interest. We got plenty interest. So, yo, I don't know when this thing gonna be over. I don't. I'm day to day with it. I am day to day with it. I'm reporting on everything I'm seeing day to day. Do I get good information? Yeah, I get some. But it's still, you just seeing so much. It's like, well, when will the dust settle? Will the dust settle and he at Colorado and it ain't what he truly want, like the financial picture to see what he trying to grab. Because at the end of the day, money is money, but winning that national championship is what you want. That's what you want. So what can get him there? You got to have some NIL money. Does he need to be paid his worth? Yeah. But everybody always say money ain't a thing. So, but let me see what y'all talking about, because y'all know how we like to do it. I like to get y'all in. I just had to give y'all that first before I jump into what y'all was saying, because I'm just sitting back looking at everything, man, like, South Florida didn't have enough money. I think Nebraska just don't fit what he wanted. Colorado, bam, you got it. He done said on many occasions, hey, man, I could do this thing. I could do 10 years. All right, cool. It's a lot I done heard. So Colorado is a great place. He really rocked with it. Now it's just getting a whole bigger picture. I need to win. How do I win without that real NIL money? Like, I'm a unicorn, yes. I'm a dog, yes. I'm a go-getter, yes. But I see what's going on. Like, You almost gonna. He may need he may need a TCU type of season to make it to that championship game, y'all. Like, cause you dealing with some money makers. Like, you got Ohio State just brought the bank to the building. You got Miami went and brought the bank to the building. Oregon bringing the bank to the building. Maybe Colorado could call Phil Knight and say, bruh, you balling on this Nike stuff with us. You want us to go to Under Armour? Because Under Armour might, what if Under Armour step in at the late night hour and try to buy out their contract and get everything they can with Prime. Get Prime everything he want. Boy, I know that just can't, look, boy, that's a whole nother show. But I'm just saying, y'all, it gotta come from somewhere. I can't say they could really pony up because Nebraska, South Florida, they couldn't pony up. South Florida could not pony up. I done seen what they done hired since Willie Taggart, and they haven't really been able to pony up no money. So I haven't to this day. I don't think I seen a $2 million coach at Colorado. I mean, at South Florida. So sometimes, yeah, I know, but I don't know. I might try to say, hey, you missing money? I can help out. But I think everybody got to look at everything in play, y'all. It's some people gonna want to rock with Prime now. Prime is a money magnet. So you got everybody watching. You think the Raiders ain't looking? Man, we did with Antonio Pierce for the past 2.5 years. I mean, a year and a half. Take Prime to Las Vegas. Just play in the background. Don't act like we ain't doing nothing. We calculating. Hey, Titans. Hey, I'm just, y'all getting Cam or Shador? Now, if you getting Shador, what do we need to get y'all? And the Titans looking like, now what they trying to do? They trying to bring, are they trying to bring Deion Sanders to the NFL? No, what they trying to do? And then the Raiders looking at, man, we got to play Jim Harbaugh, the Chiefs. How can we compete with that? You need a Deion. You need a Deion and Shador to compete with the Chiefs. But they ain't going to say that. They're going to downplay it and act like they ain't looking at him. But I'm just telling you. So let me come back up. I did tell y'all I'm going to ride out with y'all. Salter, what's good? John, what's happening? You said, I just heard Colorado clearly don't want to pay Deion Sanders. I know what y'all saying, but think about it. You think y'all gotta look at the big scheme of things. They see what this man doing in Colorado. We got if we don't got it, we ain't got it. But we got to figure something out. They at that drawing board. Pete, what's good? It's just you said Coach Prime has earned that school a lot of money. It's crazy. You say they don't want to pay him. Y'all gotta think, man. If they earn a lot of money, some gonna want to shake, baby. Nick, you said KLC, Affleck, Nike. They might. Somebody got to do it. Old Green, hey, God good, ain't it? Hey, that's all God. That's all God. That I'm off in that. Hey, season 2 and season 3. That's all God. Wild Dog, what's happening? Let me go back to the top though. Yeah, I hear y'all saying that they saying they don't want to pay him, but y'all gotta look at it. Can they pay him? They really trying to figure out, can they get him the numbers he wants? That's the only thing I can see. They're trying to figure out, can they get him the numbers? Because why deny somebody that's doing all this for you? Now, I ain't denying that. You know, everybody got common sense. Would y'all lose Prime because y'all don't want to pay him? Or would y'all lose Prime because y'all can't pay him? Think about it. Now, look at that. You won't pay him or can't pay him. can't and won't, two different things. If they lose him, I'm pretty sure it's because they can't pay him. Because I'm not losing Prime. No. Money maker. Colorado merchant, man. We selling out everywhere. I ain't losing him. Yasmin, what's good? K Black, what's good? King, you said Coach Prime is gonna do whatever God tells him. Correct. Now that he will do. He gonna roll with that. He gonna see what's going on and roll with it. Double D. He said they're not offering Deion the money he wants. Deion needs to leave. Nah. You gotta pay him what he's worth. Now he is worth. He is worth. I'm gonna be honest. He worth more to Colorado than anything you could dream of at all these schools. Because Coach Prime could take his same Coach Prime and go to Georgia and trump Kirby in a heartbeat. I ain't even gonna go there, but I'm just saying, y'all know what I'm saying. Well, that man, the man, who don't want Prime on their squad. So, is it they won't pay him or can't pay him? Y'all gotta look at that. Is it won't or can't? Ron, what's happening? Southern, what's good? Jay, you said Travis been a Heisman at USL. I don't know if he would have put up them numbers. He would have put up some wild numbers there. Shador, hey, boy, they would have had you wouldn't have been able to deny him there. Right the table, what's good, Virginia E? Miss Beverly, you said Coach Prime contract and is negotiated with the game boosters, other millionaires, people of interest seem to have a change of mind. They got to come with the money. They know what he means. Like, listen, y'all. Everybody about this, right? If everybody about this, Colorado knows without Deion, this is over. They know it. Life without Deion, they don't want to see. You got to wait to see that. Triple B, you say not just the schools. He brought the time on everything. Like, y'all can't tell me that these millionaires that know how to make money, know how to go get it, ain't got enough common sense to keep Deion. So, I'm figuring they got to figure something out. It ain't hard. Who can you call that's your millionaire friends? Man, what? Hey, somebody want to make an investment. Hey, I make this investment. Okay, say y'all don't pay me back the money, but I need free flights for me and my family. I need a free suite. I want all this back for the next 5 years. Now, whether you want to go there or not, I want that. So they fly you out to Colorado, you and your family. You got the suite, you got the games. You might just want to see a big boy team come through, and you chilling. Mm-hmm. Even if Colorado get tore up in Prime ain't there, you chilling. Like, yeah. All right, after this, y'all, we're going to go down there and go skiing, okay? We're going to go skiing. So they can make some deals. I'm just looking at it like it is, man. Somebody, because can't or won't, some gotta shake. Can't or won't, some gotta shake. Something gotta shake, y'all. J27, you say, so did Prime tell you there's no big offer at the school? I ain't asked nothing about no offers. I don't never ask him nothing about money. Only thing I ask Coach Prime is stuff I really be wanting to know. Do I want to know about what they gonna do with that? Yeah, but I ain't asking him. I ain't asking him nothing about that. I ain't asking him nothing about that cash. That's him and his crew. Like, him and their agents, the school and they stuff. I ain't asking nothing about that money. That all I ask about is really like coaching stuff. I be wanting to know coaching stuff and player stuff. Cause the contract don't matter to me. If Prime here, I'm here. Prime with them Raiders, I'm with them Raiders. Prime with them Cowboys, I'm with them Cowboys. I rock with coaches, so I'm chilling. Like, that contract thing don't even I wanted to work out. Whichever way Coach Prime wanted to work out. Whichever way God want that thing to work out. I'm good. Yeah, I don't ask about contracts. I ask about coaches and players. I be wanting to know that. Cause that's what I'm gonna be looking at when the game start. I ain't be worrying about his money. That don't really matter to me. Southern, you say obviously the numbers are not right because nothing is signed correct. That's what I'm saying. So it's, can they get it right? Can they really get it right? Or are they at a wall like South Florida and they just ain't got it? Like, even though all that came in, maybe they just ain't got it, y'all. Fall out. You say the Department of Education has voted on NIL Title IX, which means equal pay to women's sports. NIL has changed overnight. Morning Coffee, you say the ski resorts can pay NIL deals? Listen, they better. They better. Andrea, you say they'll get it done. And see, earlier, I done heard, you know, you can hear all the coach do this, coach do that. I think the longer it lingers on, now it's two things could be running at the same time. Coach Prime could be hearing all that he's hearing, but he still has to go in and coach every day. They got to go coach every day. Because if you're going to be there, you got to have that squad right. So I need K-Salt, get out there and get it, boy. Juju, get out there and get it. Wide receivers, get out there and get it. Swaney, get out there and work them boys. Mo, work them boys. Hey, put that work in. Y'all put, and I know they probably say, Coach, what's up? You finna dip. Players, we getting this stuff under control, big dog. I'm here with y'all. Let's ride. I'm here. That's where I'm at, ain't I? I'm here. Bam. So, Colorado roster is on point for this year. He's set up for, if he is there, he can make a run for it. What kind of run? Can he get that Cinderella run, that TCU bounce? Bounce with me, and they be in that chip? Can he get it? All right. So he gonna make sure everything in-house in Boulder for 25 and 26, 27. He looking out for all that. You gotta play it all. You hearing the talk, but only thing guaranteed is right now what's in Colorado. He's guaranteed right now. So he guaranteed. It's what will actually, how it's gonna play out. But this 25 year, if he stays, he good. Jay, you say he'll have a better run with Colorado than Dallas for sure. But it is what it is. Nick, you said you got to put Prime in the top 3 of coaches game. Correct. You do. He is top 3. He actually, to me, really top 1 because I know, matter of fact, the two guys who got the money ain't even in the chip. So they can miss me with that. They got chips in the past, but everything is always, what have you done lately? Did Georgia look better than Colorado? I don't know, because in all our total, you could have said we could have lost to BYU, but we didn't, but we could have beat K-State, but we didn't. So they kind of give. But Georgia could have lost 4 games themselves. So that's a whole different ball game. Dabo was making his way, but it just didn't pan out. So, y'all, at the end of the day, this thing real. Like, at the very moment, only way would make this thing possible is if the Raiders or Dallas really offer him something and they could get Shador. Then that's when you got something cooking. And maybe they could do it without Shador, but I don't want y'all to count the Raiders out. I'm just giving you a side note, just from me, just me and my business partner looking at that thing talking. Don't count them Raiders out. Now, my thing is, has he built something in Colorado he could run with? Yeah. Excuse me. He done built something in Colorado. Oh, I feel like I'm going to sneeze again. He has built something in Colorado he can run with. Now, is his name going to be put out in the mix every year? Every year. Know that. Every year, his name gonna be in the mix. You can't worry about that. His name gonna be in the mix. Does he got a great situation sitting there? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. You got Juju waiting. K-Salt about to get down. Can this be a TCU run? And I always call it TCU because I don't know how they did it to make it that year. They went from 5-7 to the chip. I love to go 9-3 to the chip. So could we do that? And everybody say the main thing. Coach Prime ain't worrying about money. So if that's the case, does he really have to leave Colorado? No matter what Colorado end up offering, whatever Colorado best is. Now, he got to know it's their best or feel it's their best. Because you don't want to feel like you're getting played. That's one thing you don't want to feel like is getting played. Nobody want to get played. Nobody has never liked getting played. So, can Colorado give them their best, truly honest deal? Could that truly best honest deal keep Coach Prime? I think what he got building in Boulder, it looked good. And the staff that he got, it looked real good. So, like, they ain't even dropped the running back hire yet. And the running back hire firepower. I'm talking about the running back hire firepower. But all these coaches could also go with him to the Raiders. I mean, or the league. Just give and take. Would Dallas really give Coach Prime everything that he wanted? Or would the Raiders say, bro, have at it. Do what you want. Just bring us the money. Now, you don't think Dallas and the Raiders looking at that thing and they smart? They know what time it is. They know what time it is, man. They know what time it is. Hey, Nick, you say Urban Meyer is the name that could take over for Prime and keep him up. Urban Meyer would probably be the only name that could jump in there and fight. He'd probably be the only one that could jump in there and fight. But again, he'll need that money. B. Smith, yeah, hey, it is. It's whatever. Because you got to think now, Coach Prime, y'all know he praying about the situation. Praying about it, seeking God about it, seeking counsel about it. Because you got to have some wise people around you seeking that counsel around it. And they weighing out all the options. They weighing these options out. This is the scenario we stay here. This is what it's going to look like. Y'all know what it's going to look like. It's going to ball. Everybody going to be watching Colorado. It's going to shine. He got the players to make that thing happen. Bam. All right, cool. If he wanted to go to the league, what could he do? Who going to give him the access to operate like he operate? Would Jerry operate like he want to operate? Or would the Raiders operate like he want to operate? Or would somebody else sneak in? So it's just a lot, y'all. It's a lot. There's a lot going on. But the dust will settle. The dust will settle. But at the same time, Colorado players and staff are moving forward. They getting it. Like nothing ain't going. It's really, this is a season right now where they got the block zone, them that keep you focused. They ain't looking neither way. They straight ahead. Everybody on that team got to be straight ahead. If I'm a player, I'm straight ahead. I'm locked in. I'm just putting in work. Because whatever happen, gonna happen. I can make my decision based off of that. I'm just locked in. And honestly, I feel that's how Prime is. He locked in. He full speed ahead with everything that's on the table. But he got to take Colorado and make them like that, or you miss out. But, yo, I ain't done for the night. I'm not done for the night. I am not done. I'm going to my second channel, and I'm going to talk about Shador and these NFL teams, and Travis Hunter and what he doing, and what Jimmy and what all them boys doing, what these playoff camp games going to look like. I'm finna go to my second channel, and you can get me all the questions y'all want, and I answer everything y'all want to answer. We just finna ride out. Hey, it's called College Football with Colin Moore. College Football with Colin Moore. I ain't done for the night, baby. I'm putting in that work like Prime putting in that work. I got something I'm trying to achieve. Hey, and he got something. Hey, so we talking ball over there. Whatever y'all want to talk about ball, I'm going to start off with Shador them, but wherever y'all want to drive it to, we can drive it. College football with Colin Moore. That's where I'm going next. I'm jumping right on. Putting in that work, baby. Work. Putting in the work. We could talk money. We could talk all that. But I had to get that off my chest, y'all. Because I'm sitting back there watching everything, y'all. I'm watching it like y'all watching it. And he still got a great situation in Colorado. But yeah, I'm going to start the conversation with Shador and them Titans because they right up in the mix, boy. They ain't playing no games. They sitting the number one person they need over there. They got the quarterback coach at the East-West Shrine game for the game. But who else there? Who else is there? The Giants defensive coordinator is the head coach of the squad. So he there looking. So I'm like, yeah. Hey, Triple B, you say, see how I'm slow, bro, what's the second channel for? Why I got a second channel? Because when I'm glad you asked that. Y'all, this Wednesday, I am teaching a class on everything I have learned in social media. For this, all these apps and how they work. And everything I'm learning up to the current moment. Why I give it out? Because what I realized is, everybody be looking for a little extra, right? Everybody want a little extra. Everybody really want to do what makes them happy. But do everybody get an opportunity to do that? No. With these apps, boy, you can bring something to your house that'll change your life. I'm a living witness of how this thing going. So what I have realized with what I'm on right now, they have a system in place. So in that system, if I go outside of what they got in play, it don't benefit me. If I want to talk more and longer, it don't benefit me to do all of it on one. So you need another one to go longer and more. I figured that out. So I go longer and more. So, hey, that's why on January 22nd, I would teach y'all everything I'm learning. And I'll give you current information. And that's how I know millionaires going to talk to millionaires. Guess what I do as a YouTuber? Talk to other YouTubers. We bounce ideas. Hey, this working, that's working, this working, that's working. And boy, them ideas be working, boy. Hey, look, come over to College Football with Colin Moore. I'm finna put up a link now. But also, if you want to be in that class Wednesday, I'm teaching you everything I done learned. And God, so been blessed me. It's the email to get in the class is info@lifeandfootball.com. That's info@lifeandfootball.com. Again, info@lifeandfootball.com. Yeah, I'm jumping over there right now. I'm going to put the link up. We're going to ride out. I'm starting off with Shador, but y'all can ask me anything. We're going to ride out. I ain't tripping. We're going to talk. There's a lot I want to talk about, but I just can't get it all done right now on this one. So I'm going over there. We finna ride, baby, College Football with Colin Moore. If you want to be in my class that I'm teaching Wednesday, teach you how to get some of this on what you love. And y'all, everybody I see that I know they ain't getting paid like they should get paid, I always tell them, hey, why you ain't using these apps? You always own them. You're strolling. Why you ain't producing nothing? Yeah, boy, producing is changing the game. You better be a doer instead of a watcher. Hey, info@lifeandfootball.com if you want to be a part of the class. College Football with Colin Moore. I'm finna go right now. Starting off with the topic of Shador with them the Giants there. They need a quarterback. And the quarterback coach for the Titans there. Boy, hey, somebody getting first-hand action. Coach, what he look like? That boy for real. Yeah. Hey, College Football with Colin Moore. Jump over there and ride out with me. And if you don't know how to spell my name, it's Colin. My last name, Moore. But it's easy. College Football with Colin Moore. Holla at y'all.